Namaste, Jai Bharat. HAL, the Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, very enigmatic thing from my perspective, as I understand. Way back in 1950s, Bharat had fighter aircraft program, and we have produced a Hindustan Fighter 24, and we had some squadrons. There was a time when we had squadrons of Hindustan Fighter 24, used to be called as HF-24. Not a bad aircraft. I do not know because I have only seen it from outside. But then HAL. Why it took so long for a program from 1950 initiated till the time of HF-24, and after HF-24 means there must have been some many programs, at least 23 before prior to that, and afterwards nothing, and HF is phased out. Then there was this NAT, and even that is missing, gone. Not very practical, obviously we understand, but initially the fighter program did not take off in the beginning because of lack of political will. That time politicians in Bharat were concerned about things other than national interest. See, national interest and nationalism, you may have to pay the price at times, and they were not ready to pay such prices. They were more concerned about their personal images and good stocks from the white skins, things like that. I need not explain more. Whatever other things implied, I don't want to speak of. But then it took long time for many things. Then comes stages, then AMC, etc. But HAL, I think stands for incompetency as it is now. Maybe they are suffering from clericocracy. Bureaucracy is one thing, but clericocracy is another thing. We'll look into the implications and details. I'm not going to do that because they'll be intricate, they'll be deep, they'll be complicated, from case to case different, so there's no universal speaking possible. So clericocracy, then the clerical mentality, we call it as Babu mentality in Hindi. With all those things, now presently there is no lack of governmental support. Obviously not. But in spite of that, the promised land never surfaces. Saying is not doing. What is done in the past is not yet getting undone. Perhaps whatever those things were done, after when they are getting undone, only something new can happen, possibly. But I think we should look in terms of alternates. HAL is doing several things, but at least the fighter jet program we should outsource. Why public sector undertaking? Always not necessary. Near my home in Baroda, Tata rolls out an aircraft a couple of days before, the former Hercules. At least one aircraft, and the whole thing took very few years. Didn't take long time. So there are people, those who are competent, who can do things. Only thing one has to find them, trust them, hand over things to them after authenticating their originality or legitimacy, of course, obviously. But I think that we should not depend on HAL too large for this one particular program. At least the stages, AMC things, exclusively handed over to someone who let them make infrastructure whatever needed, let them take a few little time, and then come out with something specific, something concrete. Not this kind of delaying and delaying. After 2 months, after 1 year, after 3 years, no, these kind of things should not go. someone is playing or not, it's for the others to find out, not my job. But then HAL, there must be a big question mark on their head. I'm not outrightly rejecting. There may be things which are possible, positive, I don't know. But in effect, the output, the result is extremely disappointing. And I have no hesitation saying that HAL is extremely disappointing. Maybe that I don't understand the reasons, but then there can't be any such reasons as I try to understand things. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.